first is that we endeavour to instil values in our young people that will last them a lifetime. And we put these values at the heart of what we do each and every day, consistently modelling, promoting, and reinforcing honesty, consideration, respect, generosity, and integrity. And these values are seen in the way our children treat and behave towards one another, valuing and respecting their individual differences, as well as their approach to us, the staff. They're seen in their generosity when it comes to supporting school events and the way in which they throw themselves wholeheartedly into the life of the school. We have children who are givers. They give of their time, of their energy, their talents, and their love. We have children who readily volunteer to distribute poppies during our remembrance period, who encourage each others to succeed on our annual outdoor pursuits trip with Year 4 to Coniston, who organise themselves to raise staggering amounts of money for local charities. Yesterday alone, we raised over £1,500 for children in need. And children who will congratulate the person who beats them in a race in spite of their own disappointments. Children who'll open the door for you as you walk past, or who'll quite simply give you a warm hug, a cheery smile, or a wave to brighten up your day. We grow our children's confidence in their abilities, in their potential, and their self. And yet at the same time, we ensure that they live and act consistently with the values we have at this school. Now, that's not to say that that focus on values is at the cost of our academic programme, because nothing could be further from the truth. We ensure that our young people excel in English, maths, science, languages, arts, humanities, computing, and design. We have national benchmarks across the board that tell us that the majority of our young people are attaining at levels comparable to 1.5 to 2 years ahead of national averages by the time they are 8 or 9 years of age. It's why we're equipped with specialist teaching and learning facilities, normally seen in the secondary phase of education, whether it's our science laboratory, our art studio, and our sports hall. It's why we have specialist subject teachers to provide expert input into areas, which includes languages, music, design, outdoor education, and science. It's why we completely remodeled our Year 6 programme, removing the need for a traditional entrance assessment through to the senior school, and instead providing one of the most innovative, stimulating, and progressive learning programmes that is available to 11-year-olds anywhere in the UK. So returning to the importance of shaping personal values and attitudes, it's important to understand that we see academic progress and success as a means to an end, not an end in itself. That end is to ensure that our young people have the personal qualities, attributes, and competencies to succeed in life beyond the junior school, so that they are equipped with outstanding values and great academic qualifications. The second element of our success is founded on the quality of the relationships that are at the heart of this school, as well as the prevailing culture of care. Relationships between children within and across year groups are strong, illustrated, for example, by the cooperative spirit that's evident when children of different ages read together, the friendly yet keen rivalry we see during one of our many inter-house competitions, or through the buddy system that gives younger children older counterparts to share their problems with. It's a quality of relationships between staff and children that successive inspection teams, including most recently in December 2019, have discerned as outstanding, heartwarming validation of what we and I know to be true. And whilst the children's form teacher is the key advocate for each child and the regular point of contact with you, our parents at home, every member of staff takes responsibility for the care of every child in the school, actively promoting something we refer to as the team around the child approach. Many of our staff, alongside our 2 nurses, are first aid trained to a high level. We have dedicated teams of staff looking after and engaging with our children before and after school, as well as during lunch times. Our catering team provide an appealing and varied menu, offering high quality and freshly prepared food to fuel the children during the day. And we make no apologies for ensuring the children eat all, or certainly most, of their vegetables before getting down from the table. With 3 groups in each year group, we have relatively small class sizes, normally no more than 20 in reception, steadily rising to 24 in years 3 and 4, and usually 25 in years 5 and 6. Our teaching staff to child ratio is 1 to 12 across the whole school, all of which means we quickly get to know and understand your child and their unique blend of qualities and interests. With experienced and well-qualified teaching and learning assistants in every class in the first 3 years of school, and one for each year group from year 3 and above, all led by a dedicated head of learning support, we're also able to effectively identify and support the particular learning needs of all our children. The third and final element of our school's success is founded on the willingness to allow each member of our community to flourish as an individual, encouraging children to pursue their own interests and strengths, whilst insisting that children treat the differences between them with respect, rather than as a point of derision. We achieve this in a number of ways, not least by systematically celebrating achievement in all areas of school life, because every child wants to be recognised for his or her achievements. And consequently, everything is celebrated on our regular assemblies, whether achieved in or out of school. We promote individual interests by offering a huge array of enrichment activities, both at lunchtimes and after school, from sewing, gardening, public speaking, singing, textiles, martial arts, cooking, dancing, and I haven't even begun to mention any one of the 20 or so sporting groups that are on offer. These provide both an outlet for the children to channel their energies, but also gives them scope to find something which engages their particular interests and disposition. The same is true for the array of school trips that we organise for each and every year group, from going out to learn how food arrives on our tables from farms, to exploring the creative talents and thinking behind the wonders of Harry Potter. The children have a large number of opportunities to learn outside as well as inside their classrooms. Outdoor education plays an integral role in our curriculum, with children experiencing the opportunities to learn outdoors from reception onwards. And blessed with our own woodland and nature areas, we also take advantage of residential trips to the Lake District, North Wales, and even France and Spain. Whilst we promote individuals to flourish, I should add that competition is very much at the heart of our philosophy as well, particularly in the myriad of sports that we offer. As a keen but mediocre sportsman myself, I know only too well that whilst winning feels wonderful, overcoming failure to succeed often teaches you more about yourself and the merits of perseverance and practice. So let me conclude. I'm in the privileged position of being able to talk to you this morning as a parent with 2 children at the Grange school, as well as the head of the junior school. This inevitably gives me a strong perspective on what we offer. And I believe the Grange achieves what it does with its children because it is more than anything else a very happy school where children are nurtured yet challenged. All that I have talked about today, our values, the quality of relationships, the importance of individual development, I say this because I see it happening each and every day as the head of the junior school, but also as a dad. I hope what I have shared has given you food for thought. And if I can offer you 3 pieces of parting advice, they would be as follows. Number 1, explore the educational options available to you, because every school, ours included, is unique in what they can offer for you and most importantly for your child. Secondly, trust your instincts. As a parent, you will intuitively know what the best environment is likely to be for your child. And the analogy I often share is it's much like buying that house you've always dreamed of. You'll probably know that school as soon as you see it. And finally, remember that in selecting independent education for your son or daughter, you're providing them with an incredibly special gift, a gift that no one will ever be able to take away from them. Thank you very much for listening. And I'm now delighted to hand over to our Deputy Head for Pastoral Care, Anna Evans. Anna.
Thank you, Guy. Good morning. Now, before I begin, I just wanted to share with you that it was always a dream of mine growing up to present Saturday morning television. So here goes. Now, I've been part of the Grange School for many, many years. And some would say that I'm actually part of the furniture now. Basically, my role is to look after the happiness of all the children and all the staff at school. I'm going to share with you a little bit about our early years setting, where the magic of learning really does begin. This will give you a flavour of what our children experience in their first year at school. The beauty of our reception area is that it is very much self-contained. We have 3 parallel classes with its own outdoor area. Each form has their own TLA, so we have excellent ratios. Our children follow the Eyfs Curriculum, which comprises of 7 areas of learning. Within this framework, the children embark on their own learning journey. Child-initiated learning, where the teaching and learning derives from the child and is very personal to them. Each child will have their own learning journey that is filled throughout the year, mainly with examples of child-initiated learning and those wow moments all children have. The children are very proud of their portfolios and love taking the time to share their book with a friend. Learning is interactive, practical, and we have lots of fun. There's nothing I like better than hearing a group of 4-year-old children giggling with excitement as they attempt to put their wellies on the correct feet, ready to explore our woodland area. We pride ourselves on our warm and welcoming environment, where we very much focus on the positive. Each success a child achieves is acknowledged and celebrated. This allows each child to flourish and develop self-confidence and self-belief. Even our 5 golden rules, looked after by Golden Bear, are written in a positive way. An aspect that really stands out for me is the relationships between our staff with the children. The modelling of such nurturing relationships is then echoed between the children themselves. Our staff take the time to really get to know each individual child and what their interests are. This starts immediately as the children share their Me and My World books. This is a special record of all the significant people in a child's life and the experiences each child has had. Children love to talk and share just what they are thinking and feeling. Listening to them is something that we take the time to do. We know, like Mr Rands said, a happy child will learn. So just to conclude, your child will be given time to talk, time to think, and so very importantly, time to shine. Thank you for listening. I'm now going to hand over to our Deputy Head Academic, Abby Stubbs. Thanks, Abby.
Thank you, Anna, and good morning to you all at home. Here at the Grange, we are proud to offer a challenging, innovative and stimulating curriculum. This in turn means that our pupils are engaged with their learning from the very moment that they join us here. Traditional values coupled with a forward-thinking approach to learning means that we can equip pupils with the skill set to succeed in an ever-changing world. During the last 9 months, we have witnessed a great deal of change within the education sector, most notably the introduction of remote learning and provision. Our remote provision means that all pupils were able to continue with their educational journey during the first lockdown. Currently, we are able to provide information surrounding lessons and tasks through a variety of online platforms. We have established these prior to the lockdown, which meant that as a school, we can adapt quickly to the ever-changing situation around us. Communication with parents and pupils is of great importance to us, and despite a physical distance, we are able to continue to create and manage direct lines of support through these areas. We recognise the different needs of pupils when they are at a variety of stages within the school, and as a result, our remote provision is adapted to cater for this. For pupils in Key Stage 1, we use a combination of platforms including Firefly and Seesaw. Seesaw allows pupils to upload their work and develops an interactive journal to capture their efforts. We can easily communicate with parents through this tool, as well as pupils. The way in which our younger children grasped this technology was remarkable, and we had incredibly positive feedback from parents as well. We also embed this within their learning on a daily basis, which means that if a child has to self-isolate, pupils and parents are well equipped with regards to what they need to do in relation to the next steps. For our older children in Key Stage 2, we use a variety of platforms again, including live and recorded lessons alongside prepared class materials. This also allows families the flexibility that may be required at home while parents are juggling the demands of work and homeschooling. As a parent of 2 children myself, I know and understand how difficult this can be. We now have systems in place which are designed to enable a quick transition if pupils need to be educated at home for either short or more extended periods of time. We also recognise the importance of supporting sessions with pupils that embed and continue the pastoral care which Ms Evans has spoken so eloquently about. We build this into our programme of remote learning so that pupils still feel connected to the school, the staff and their peers around them. Children at the Grange are encouraged to live their education, and although we cannot predict the future of education in the months and years ahead, we are confident that our provision offers the flexibility for your child to succeed in a secure and supported environment. Thank you for listening, and I'm now going to hand you over to Nikki Pratt, our admissions coordinator.
Thank you, Abby. Good morning. My name is Nikki Pratt, and as the admissions coordinator, I'll be your primary contact from your first interaction with school all the way through to your child's very first day as a Grange pupil. As a Grange parent myself, with 2 girls currently in years 10 and 12, I have personal experience of joining the Grange, both from the perspective of starting in reception, as well as joining partway through with your child's education. So I'm fully aware of what it feels like from where you're sitting right now. In terms of next steps, once you've decided that you would like to apply for a place at the Grange School, you'll need to complete an application form. These can be found on our website at grange.org.uk. Just go to the admissions page and then click on the Apply Now button, which is on the right-hand side of the page. The completed forms will then come directly to me. There is a £50 fee for assessments, and the fees and the form are the same for whichever year group your child would like to enter at. For those families applying for a place in reception starting in September 2021, our assessment day is on Saturday, the 30th of January. On the assessment day itself, your child will come into school and join a few other children in one of our classrooms where they will undertake activities similar to those that they would be used to in nursery. The activities are play-based and are geared towards your child's age on the day. The teachers will work with your child at their pace and at their level of comfort. Meanwhile, parents can wait in our hall where refreshments are available and staff are on hand to answer any of your questions. We will then contact parents within 2 weeks of the assessment day to let you know the outcome. Please could I just say that if you are choosing between several schools and the other schools have deadlines that mean you need an answer from us outside of our timeframes, please let me know so that we can make alternative arrangements for you. As is the way of things at the moment, our plans for the assessments may need to change as a result of any COVID restrictions in place at the time, but please be assured that the safety of your children, yourselves, and our staff are our prime concern. For those families applying for entry into any other year group, once I've received your application form, I will contact you to arrange a suitable date and time for the assessment. I would recommend that you just give me a quick call before you make the payment to check that we do have places available in your child's year group. Thank you very much indeed for your time. I'm now going to hand over to Mr Rands. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, Anna. Thank you, Abby, and thank you, Nikki, for those contributions this morning. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope this has helped you in terms of information about making a decision about the Grange.